Hi everybody, this is Patrick from DoggieDashboard, and today I'm going to show you how to connect an appointment to an existing invoice. So let's click on this appointment here, and if this appointment, which looks like an overnight boarding appointment for 2 dogs, 4 nights, pretty simple. If this appointment was already connected to an invoice, it would show up here and have an invoice that you could click on. However, this one does not have any connected invoices, so there's the option to either create a new invoice, which this appointment will be attached to, or we can attach this appointment to a current invoice. Let's go here. And now you can see we have some invoices for this customer, Clyde Bergstrom. You can see it has 2 invoices that were paid, looks like last year and earlier this year. And then we have this draft invoice for $0. Draft invoices, people usually create them at the start of the month, and then they slowly add appointments to them over the course of the month. And then when they're done, they send them out, or however you want to do it weekly. So let's just take a look at this invoice here. Click View. Yep, looks like just like a blank invoice ready to add something to it. Here you can see that it says there are no attached appointments. We're going to change that right now. And so if we go here to attach, it's going to attach this appointment to this invoice. So we're going to attach it. There we go. The attach was successful. Now we can either view the invoice, go back to the pop-up. Let's go back to the pop-up here just to show you. If we return to the pop-up, now it says draft invoice there at the top. It's showing us that it's connected to that draft invoice. And if we go to the draft invoice page and we refresh it, there it is. Cash and Charlie are at the bottom. Now let's say we want to see if there's any other appointments for this client during the month of May. We're going to click Attach Appointments. Let's look through anything in April first. No appointments. That means he has no appointments that are not already invoiced. Let's look in May here. It looks like there's one. We have a grooming here for cash on May 11th, so let's just attach that to this invoice here. Attached. There we go. Now you can see we have 2 appointments attached to this. We have one for Cash, which is a grooming, and then we have these overnight boardings for Cash and Charlie. And so now what we could do is just quickly create our, fill this in. So let's go to the edit here. So we had 1 grooming, and then we had 4 nights of boarding for 2 dogs. We'll just go here. We have grooming for 1, and then we had 4 nights of boarding for 2 dogs. So overnight boarding 2 dogs. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Update that. And there we go. Now we have our invoice is set up with our appointments here. And now if we wanted to send it off to our client, we could click Email to Client. Let's just imagine that Clyde pays us. And so we're going to say mark it as paid. And then we're going to come here. And then if we refresh the page, all these appointments we marked as paid now. And we have to make sure we make down a payment here. So let's say he paid us $350 on the 28th. We can say he paid us via Venmo. Save that. And there we go. The invoice has been marked as paid. The appointments that are connected to it have been marked as paid. If we go back to the calendar, get that out of there, and click on this Cash and Charlie, you'll now see it says paid invoice right there. And if we go back to that grooming appointment on the 11th and click that, you'll also see it says paid. If we click there, it shows us the paid invoice as well as the date of the payment. And let's say we made a mistake and we actually want to unconnect a certain appointment from an invoice. We can go back to View. So here we have these 2 appointments here. If we detach this appointment from this invoice, it's not going to update anything up here. The invoice itself stays frozen. The business is required to change that when they want to. This just shows the attached appointments, so you can easily see which appointments this invoice is for. If we detach that, it's going to reset the payment status to nothing, and it's going to get rid of this appointment there. So there it is. Now the appointment has been removed, and now this invoice is attached just to 1. And if we go back to the calendar and find that grooming appointment on the 11th, you'll see it's no longer attached to an invoice, and the payment status has been set to nothing there. It used to say paid. Let's say we want to attach it again. We go, oh, I made a mistake. Go here, attach it. There's our invoice. We remember it's one that he paid already for $350. Attach it. View invoice. We're back on the invoice again, and there are the appointments. And let's say we want to just add, I don't know, 1 more appointment for this. So let's say we're on the 24th, and his name is Clyde Bergstrom. Let's have his dog Harley. Let's say Harley gets a grooming. and it's going to be from 5 a.m. till 6:25. Schedule that appointment. There's Harley. You can see Harley. We click here. There is no invoice on that. So we're going to go attach to it. We want to attach to this one right here. So we attach it. View invoice. And now Harley's appointment has been marked as paid because the invoice itself was marked as paid. If you mark an invoice as paid, all the attached appointments have the same payment status. And so that is how you use the attach and detach feature. If you have any questions, info@DoggieDashboard.com. Otherwise, have a great day.